Hey, it's Jen of Vegan Adventures with Jean and Jen, and we're in the girl room, which it's been quite a while since we've done a girl room video. But I've had so many things I wanted to talk about, but I wasn't organized with it. It's been odd. Like usually people go crazy during the holidays, and then at New Year's, they're like, okay, I'm never going to eat again. We do all these crazy things. This year, I totally did not freak out during the holidays. The only thing I ate on Thanksgiving, I had some tortilla chips, and I was like, why the hell did I eat those? And I didn't have anything else through the entire season. I had hummus twice, so it's hummus. Otherwise, I just ate my whole lot of ripe raw fruits and vegetables, some broccoli cooked, some sweet potatoes, whatever. But I just ate really whole foods, and I was in a really, really good place. And what I found really funny was I cruised into the new year just chilling right along, and then I think it was like, I want to say it was last week or the week before, Gina and I went out, and I don't know what our deal was. We were like in party mode, and we got home and I hadn't eaten dinner. See, that's my mistake, is I have to eat. Like if I don't eat, then I get too hungry, whatever. And I ended up eating tortilla chips, which I haven't had since Thanksgiving. I haven't had any kind of potato chips, anything. I've been like this close, but I haven't done it. So I wondered if it was like I was so in control during the holidays that once the new year came out, I was like, yeah, I'm good. I don't know. But anyway, it's been a weird weekend, and I asked Jade about the planets, and she said something about Pluto squaring something, and I don't know. It's been a heavy kind of time. Like we've been very, very busy, but I know we always say that everybody's busy, but it seemed like there was just a lot of things coming to a head in like every direction, business wise, personally, just all kinds of stuff was just like kind of coming up. And I think this is the year of not pushing those things down. That's got to be what it is, because I have just been like, when this happens, I'm going to do this. When someone says this, I'm going to say that. And I've actually been doing it, which is good. But I think right around the beginning of the year, it might have been New Year's Day or the day after, I wrote a list of intentions down for the year. And I've never done that. They're not resolutions. They're just like things that like I am intending to do. And I ended up with, you can see here, a lot of them. I think there's 30 something. I don't know. Like they just like, I have when on my Tuffet where I get ready, I had like a hotel pad and pen, and I just sat down and started writing this stuff down, and it just kind of came right out. And so I wasn't all like having these like trite resolutions. They're really different. And so I thought maybe what I'll do is do a series about them. I mean, I could read them all to you, like, who cares? How many of these have you probably had people reading you lists of whatever they think they're going to do with their life? But the other day I rewrote them into my book, my appointment book. And if you're a hairdresser, a nail tech, anyone who lives by appointment, maybe even like pharmaceutical sales, you have appointments all the time. Your book is your life. Everything that you have goes in it. Like for me, and I know you can't really see this, but if you look, you can see like all the different things written in there. I started writing down what I was eating, what I did at the gym. I started running again, which has been great. We've had a little break in the snow salting sort of thing, so I've been able to get some running back in. And at first, I was able to like run a half mile, then a mile. I mean, I was doing a 5K every other day, just boom, just doing it. And it's hard. You lose it fast, but it comes back fast too. I had run Tuesday. I ran 1.25, and I walked 1.65. Monday I ran a half a mile. I didn't feel very well. I didn't sleep well at all. And then Wednesday we did not go to the gym, which was yesterday. And today is Thursday. We went to the gym. I ran 2 miles this morning and I didn't die. And I walked 1.2 after at pretty brisk pace, and that was cool. And I wrote down what I'm eating, and I was just doing some food prep this morning. Yesterday I had a lot of salon work, so I really couldn't do that. But anyway, I have to write something down. Don't kill me for doing this in the middle of, if I don't write it down, I'll forget. Thanks. All right. Anyways, so I wrote everything down, and this one other thing that I didn't want to forget either. And I've been just kind of mindful of that. But when I transferred this loose pad of paper, where like, it's like a memo pad, so if you move it enough times that the sheets fall apart, I decided to transfer those things into my appointment book, because that makes everything kind of real. When it's in the book, it's happening. So I thought maybe I'll just do a video each day about a different one. And I have like, oh my gosh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 14, 15, 16, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 41, 42, 43, 44. I have like 44 of them. And like I said, they're not like resolutions, but they're more like intentions that I have. And it's funny, I was writing these into my appointment book, and I always write in green pen. My ex-mother-in-law, God rest her soul, she was the most cool woman. And it's funny, when we met almost 23 years ago, she and I met, we actually met on the phone because she lived far away at the time. And I was pregnant with my daughter, Jade, and Jade will be 23 on Sunday. So we spoke on the phone, and I knew immediately that she was going to be someone, okay, that was surprising, who would be very special to me. And it's funny, I always wrote in green pen, and she always does. And it's funny, Jada, my daughter, was really, really close to her. And as I don't know if I can do this, as I wrote these all down, it's kind of like she was here. Does this sound crazy? Like, why? I don't cry. Like, this is not my thing. But anyways, it was kind of like really emotional. I didn't like cry or anything, but it was just like, I don't talk about her often because it's hard for me. Even though I didn't see her much, we communicated by email and Facebook message and things like that. And even though Jade's dad and I did not stay together, we always kept in contact, and she's always been a super wonderful person. But anyway, it was just, I wrote these down, and I realized I was writing them in green pen because anything important, like about myself, I always write like in green pen. If there's a task I have to get done or something that has to do with me, I write it in green pen, like in my appointment book, which is really funny. So anyways, that was very surprising. My friend Jack from Raw Tropical Living was talking about intentions the other day, and I was like, gosh, I just spent time writing all these things down that I kind of jotted down, like New Year's Day or whatever, things that I wanted for this year. And I said it was like really serious. Like, for some reason, it feels different. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's my age, getting older or whatever. But anyway, the first one is that your goals are not an option. So I'll mark that one off so that I can say that I talked about that one. And hopefully we won't be doing any more weird near crying, because I really don't like that. Anyway, but they aren't an option, because as long as you have a goal that is important to you, if it's like, well, I hope, or, somebody might not like it, or people might not agree with it, you're not going to get there. It has to only matter to you, what you think. It can only matter to you. You can't let anyone else decide if your goal is right for you or wrong for you. For me, I'm like, I want to say like maybe fitness wise, I'm really fit, but I still have an extra like 10, 12 pounds that I'm not super thrilled about. And the thing is, when I lose those 10 or 15, maybe 15 pounds, people start saying things to me. Are you sick? Do you have cancer? Are you sick and you're not telling me? And I'm like, no. And I'm pretty muscular. I'm pretty solid. So even like, let's say if I weigh 130, people think I weigh 110 or 105. I wear it really well. I'm very dense, so I wear it, I don't want to mean like that, like up here dense, but I wear it really, really well. And it bothers me when people start to say things like, are you sick? Are you anorexic? Are you eating? How much thinner will you be? What are you doing? And I'm thinking, God, like I have to hand out a memo that says, oh, well, this is how much I eat every day. And really I eat a lot. And really it's not a big deal. But you know what? Like, I'm tired of that. And I think that the next person that says something to me like, how much thinner are you going to get? Or, I mean, people have actually, well, do you have cancer? What the hell kind of question is that to ask someone, first of all? Especially if you barely know them. Who just walks up to someone and says something like that? It's so rude and so jerky, and whatever. But I think sometimes other people keep us from our goals. So your goals can't be an option. And it doesn't matter who likes it and who doesn't. It doesn't matter if it's your closest relative, your closest friend, your closest coworker, whoever, your priest, whoever it is. If this person keeps you from your goals, then you have to just dismiss them. You don't have to cut them from your life, but when they say something that clouds your judgment and bothers you, then you have to dismiss them in that moment. And it's perfectly okay to say, oh, wow, I feel great. So anyways, and just change the subject or walk away. They always say Jackie Kennedy was famous when someone was like uncouth or bothered her. They would start to talk to her and she'd go, could you excuse me for just a moment? And she'd like leave and go to the bathroom or go speak to someone else or say something to one of the servants or whatever. And then she would just never come back. So I don't know whichever way you want to handle it, but I think that's a big one for me. I find it, especially with females, is that you get this weird negative attention, like, oh, are you anorexic? Like, who even says stuff like that? To me, unless I see someone exhibiting signs of like drug use, an eating disorder, that are cutting themselves, I'm like, hey, you look nice. You really look great. You look super healthy. What's wrong with that? But anyways, you can't allow your goals to be an option. And as long as you allow other people to have any kind of an influence upon the goals that you have, then you will never get there. You will never achieve those goals. Your goals will always be an option. And when something's an option, it's just never going to happen for you. So that was the very first thing that I wrote down in the beginning of the new year. And I'm looking forward. I want to do a lot more running this year. I want to run like a bunch more 5Ks because I really like them. Jean's like with them. So I know my friend Amy likes to run them, so I can always con her into doing it with me. She runs with a running group and she's way faster, but that's okay. I'm like, go ahead, run on. She's always been a good runner. So I can get her to do it. And I know we're going to do the grocery run in November again next year because it was so much fun and it's really flat and I loved that. So, and I love the area and I love that it collects tons of food for FoodLink and for people that really, really need it. And I just think the vibe is really chill. So I definitely want to go back and do that again. I don't know if Gene will run with us. He may hang out with some of the other people that we know that will be there. So that would be cool. But that's one of the things I want to do is I want to reach that level of fitness again where I'm feeling really fantastic, and I want to be able to have anyone in my life that gives me negative attention and says things like, I'm worried about you. Are you starving yourself? No, I exercise and I eat plants. That's what I'm doing. I'm not unhealthy. I'm in really good shape. And the funny thing is it's not the one person that said that to me, I'm so worried about you. What was funny was they're a very, 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 very tiny person. Like, sorry about the sniffing, but the whole tearing thing. They're like a very tiny person. And I almost wondered to myself, oh, are you afraid that I might look good? I don't know. And it sounds weird, but one of the things I wrote down the other day in conjunction with this was, I'm not going to apologize for my success, and I'm not going to apologize for being fabulous. I'm not going to. I'm going to be 46 in a few weeks, and you know what? I feel amazing. I feel better than I ever felt in my whole life, and I'm not going to apologize for that. And if someone is bothered by the size of my pants because maybe they're smaller than theirs, or that I run, or whatever it is that I'm doing that's frightening them or whatever, then I really can't deal with them. And that's just kind of all I have to say about that. So I will try to share these different intentions with you guys and see what you think about them. Like, I want to tell you all about all of them, but I don't have time and it would be long and boring. So I'll keep it here. This one is that goals are not an option. So take a look at some of the things you're doing and decide, have you been looking at your goals as like an option? Like, hey, that'd be cool, but not necessarily like this is happening. So that's what I'm thinking about today. My goals are not an option. And that's that. So I will talk to you guys later. If you like these videos, like and subscribe. If you think I'm a big whiny baby, please feel free to say so. Like I said, I'm not a big crier, but she was very, very special to me, and I miss her. Even though we didn't talk all the time, she was just there, and she was a really, really amazing person. So I know she's around, but she's not here. So, all right, I will talk to you guys later. If you do not like this video, I absolutely don't care, but I hope you have a fantastic day anyway. I will see you. Bye.